Hello everyone and welcome back to Lucky Loaders 15, where I'll be giving you 3 tips for tomorrow's horse racing action. Now before we get into them, let's quickly just reflect on how our only tip ran today. It came at Goodwood in the 220 with Galactic Glow. There was a lot of market support for it today. It was advertised last night at 11 to 2 each way with the 4 places, and in the end just got into the extra places and finished in 4th place. Like I said though, there was a lot of market support for it. Advertised at 11 to 2 last night and ended up going off around about 3 to 1 second favourite in the end. Was a little bit unlucky, I thought, in the running. Was a little bit keen early on, but then Sylvester had to switch a couple of times. Don't think it quite got the clearest of passages, but then once this fella got out in the clear, started making up a bit of ground towards the end and was finishing nicely. So I don't think he's going to be one you want to completely give your hopes on, because I think he will win a race soon, but he was a little bit frustrating today. But yeah, at least we came out with a tiny bit of profit. But yeah, like I said at the top of the video, 3 tips for tomorrow's racing, and we're going to be going to Leicester for the first one of them, where I'm going with my nap. It's going to be in the condition stakes, the 230, and I'm going to go with Outbox here for Holly Doyle and Archie Watson. Now, at the current time recording, you can back this horse generally with most firms at 7 to 2. I'm going to recommend a 1-point win bet here. Now, all eyes will be on highest ground for Sir Michael Stout, but to be honest with you, I think he's too short in the betting and he's got quite a lot of question marks to overcome, and I think you should be taking him on personally with Outbox, in my personal opinion. Now, if we look at highest ground, he's going to be stepping up in trip for the first time tomorrow at this distance, so we don't know if he stays. He had a really underwhelming effort on his seasonal reappearance at Sandown, where he was well beaten there, where previously he'd shown he'd gone well fresh. He won on his debut at the course here as a 2-year-old, when he won very stylishly that day. Also as well, he beat Wild Koenig on his seasonal reappearance last year, so that is a little bit of a negative in my opinion. And also as well, Sir Michael Stout's team haven't been in the best form the last couple of weeks. They've only been firing a couple of winners, operating at a 12% strike rate. Normally when Sir Michael Stout's operation in full form, you normally see that strike rate operating at a higher level. So I do think that highest ground has got some question marks to overcome tomorrow. Obviously though, if you look at the weights and you do all the maths, he's actually £9 better off with Outbox on official ratings and all the weights and how it's working out tomorrow. But I just think Outbox could be the main danger to him and will probably beat him, in my opinion. I think this could be a very tactical and messy race. There's not too much pace in here, and I could see Holly Doyle tomorrow going out, getting an easy lead tomorrow. This horse likes to be ridden from the front. He likes to be handy, and I could just see Holly setting a decent pace, maybe slowing it down on occasions as well, maybe getting highest ground, a little bit unsettled. And clearly what we know about him is that he'll stay the distance and he can stay slightly further. So if this comes into a stamina test, which I think it could do, I think Holly will have the ace up her sleeve tomorrow to get the job done. We've seen Holly Doyle been in great form of late. She had a nice win in that for us on Saturday at Musselburgh with Minter Darb, who was given a prominent ride. And like I said in that video, Holly, in my opinion, is one of the best from the front at the moment, and I think she's just a great judge of pace, and I expect her to give Outbox a really good run for our money, and fingers crossed we can get off to a winning start there. We then go over the RSC with my next tip, which is going to be my next best. It runs in the 5:25, the last race on the card there, and I'm going with a horse here called Evergreen and Red for Colin Keane and Noel Mead. Currently, you can back this horse at the time recording, best price at 2 to 1. I'm going to recommend a 1-point win bet here. Now, this horse was very impressive last time, despite it being an apprentice handicap, when he absolutely hosed up at Cork. It was a really good win there. Danny Sheehy was aboard that day, but still, nonetheless, you know, you have to really be taken with that effort. There was a bit of market support around for it. Went off final SP at 15 to 2, being back from much bigger prices. But the way this horse travelled really easily, and then when asked, will put the race to bed very nicely. It was a really good victory. The handicapper has had a say and raised the horse £12 for that win, but I don't think this might not be enough to stop him. And I expect him to maybe kick on and get another win tomorrow. He's got a good draw as well as tomorrow, still too. Sometimes Gowran, it's not actually negative to be out wide, normally when the ground seem to be soft, but it's drying out, and I think that will play to this horse's strengths. Also as well, bred to get better with age. I just think this horse could definitely go in again, and 57 could still be a mark that's well within this horse's capability. So for me, Evergreen and Red, I think get the job done for us tomorrow. And as my next bet of the day, I'm going to recommend a 1-point win bet there. The extra tip of the day sees us go to the evening card at Windsor in the 7 o'clock, where I'm going with Goldie Hawk here for Jack Mitchell and Chris Wool. You can back this horse currently at the time recording at 9-4. Going to recommend a 1-point win bet here. Now this horse has got a good record in handicaps, 3 wins from 5 starts, and despite only finishing 3rd last time out at Kempton, I think that was still a very encouraging effort from Chris Wool's filly. Now this horse, like I said, finished 3rd last time out behind a horse called Valerian Still, who you might remember we put up as our nap that day, and was awarded the race, quite rightly so, in the steward's room, beating Protected Guest. But they're 2 nice smart horses, you know, that are rated quite a bit higher than Goldie Hawk, and she wasn't disgraced in that race at all. That was a Class 3 handicap, dropping back into Class 4 company tomorrow, and I just think the ease and grade gives this filly a really good chance. She's still rated 80. I think she's still got potential to be better than her mark. And by Golden Horn as well, who I often bang on here on my YouTube channel as a sire, I really like to follow. I think his runners improve with age. I think that this horse could maybe later on in the season, if she progresses like I think she can, maybe able to sneak a bit of black type somewhere. But yeah, Goldie Hawk tomorrow, I think she's got really solid claims. Back on turf as well. She's really unexposed still on the turf. Only 2 starts. She won one of them at Lingfield, and she ran a cracker here behind one of David Manuzio's horses on a penultimate start, and the pair were well clear from the rest that day. I think she's got a fantastic chance in this race tomorrow, and at 9-4 I'm going to recommend her as my extra tip of the day. So they're the 3 tips for tomorrow's racing. If you're still enjoying these videos, remember to subscribe here to my YouTube channel at LuckyLoaders15. Also as well, give us the thumbs up and let me know in the comments box below what you'll be back in tomorrow. If you want to follow me on social media, Twitter is the place to do so, where my handle is at LuckyLoader15. And if you want to find out a little bit more about myself, my website is www.chrisloaderracing.co.uk. So please gamble responsibly. Hopefully we can have some winners for you tomorrow, and we'll be seeing you soon.